When it all feels down and gone, would you tell me to just move on, so I don't keep looking back again?
Hey team, welcome to Yoga Flow 2. My name is Crystal the Fitness Mermaid, and if you're new, welcome. All of our Yoga Flow releases are meant to be done 1 to 2 times a week for 4 to 6 weeks. This will give you enough time to learn the sequencing, really hook into the music, and then also take those advanced options to improve your practice. If you're brand new to yoga, welcome. If after 4 or 5 songs you feel like you got enough out of your yoga session, feel free to push pause and we'll see you next time. Next time you come back, add another song or another track and keep adding every time you come back, and eventually you'll make it through our entire yoga session. So today we're going to start down in the ground in our child's pose. We're just going to bring our knees really wide and bring our toes together, sinking our hips onto our heels and then walking our arms forward and collapsing down through every ounce of our upper body. Music, please. Breathing in through our nose and breathing out of our mouth as we surrender down through our chest, through our shoulders. And our next breath is going to slide the back arm under the front, just finding our thread the needle and dropping our ear to the earth. And we're gently going to switch sides and come all the way back down. And let's take a deep breath in and just reach forward and let go. Dropping deeper into our child's pose and just feeling our chest melt down towards our mat. And our next in-breath rolls us forward, finding our cow, and our out-breath presses us back to child's pose. So breathing in, lengthening our spine, and our out-breath pushes our knees really wide. And we're gonna hold here and just find our way to down dog, bringing our hands and feet shoulders distance apart. And you can keep your legs still or start to pedal them out, whatever feels good. And let's bend the knees and the right foot steps forward, left knee softens to the earth, finding our ankle knee alignment and our kneeling lunge. And our next in-breath peels the right arm from the ground and just adds a beautiful twist. And we're just gonna let it go and we're gonna switch legs. So left leg comes forward, dropping into our back hip for warmth. And when it feels right, lifting our left arm all the way to the sky and just stacking our shoulders. And this should feel really warm, really good. And gently release back to the earth. And we're going to slide the back leg in, finding our forward fold and collapsing down through our shoulders so our chest just lays really nicely onto our thighs. And let's take a deep breath in and rise to extended bow, bringing our hips forward, and the out breath dives us into our forward fold. So breathing in to rise, pressing the earth away, and the out breath to collapse. And we're gonna do it one more time. And this time, as we breathe out, sink into chair pose with a twist. So the back arm across the front knee, and we're gonna stay low in the hips. but just switch sides, reaching for the back of the room. And gently release into your fold. And let go. And we're warm, and we're going to get a whole lot warmer with our first vinyasa flow. So taking a deep breath in, and we're going to rise to mountain, holding at the top, arms float behind the back, lace the fingers, and just pull the knuckles to the earth, opening and warming our shoulders. And let's move. Breathe in to rise. Out breath dives us forward into our fold. And we're going to lift to our flat back, hands, shins, or knees, and then release back to the fold. And our right leg steps us to lunge, ankle under the knee, and then we're going to step to down dog, heels to the earth, and gently roll forward through the spine to plank. Knees or toes, we lower to crocodile. And our next breath pushes us to baby cobra, squeezing the shoulder blades. Down dog resets us. Step the right leg through the hands, left knee to the earth, and we're going to open into our twist, reaching for the sky. And gently bring the hand down, leaning forward, and let's just step the back leg in. And we breathe in to rise back to the top. And we breathe out to dive into our fold. In breath, flat back, brace the belly, pull the head to the front. Out breath, release into your fold. And the left leg, breathe it back to lunge. And the exhale sets us up for down dog. And we're here for an extra breath. Push the heels into the ground. And our next in-breath is going to roll us forward. And the out-breath lowers us with control. Tight belly, breathe into up dog, or stay with baby cobra. Out-breath to down dog. And our next in-breath steps the left leg through, soften down, and out-breath to open. Reach for the sky. In breath, lets the arm down, pulls the head forward. Out-breath to fold. And we breathe and rise. Alright guys, so now you know it. We're going to make it a little more challenging. Find the flat back, pull the hip bones up, and release into the fold. And our right leg powers back. So stay low in the hip for more power in the legs. And now push into down dog. This time, breathe in, roll forward, chest forward with the hands. Stay there as you lower. More strength through your arms and explode out of the ground into up dog. Thighs off the ground if you can. Down dog resets us. And our in-breath steps the right leg through. This time, back leg up or down. Right arm peels from the earth. Push into the left hand. Gently release. And let's step in, shall we? And together, reach for the sky. And let's do it one more time. Feel the out breath release. Feel the length in the flat back. Push. And now let everything go. And our left leg steps us behind. And the right leg winds us up. So spread the fingers. Push everything up and back. Stay here for an extra breath. Feel that warmth through the posterior chain. And now roll forward, pushing out of all 10 toes. Can you lower with a little more control? Can you lift the purpose? Heart and eyes to the ceiling. Find the down dog. And let's add the power. Left leg, step through. Push into the floor. Reach up. Feel that width through the body. Release and feel the length of the spine as you lean in. And find your fold to recover. And the next in-breath lifts us higher. And let it go. Alright guys, flat back, we're here for an extra breath. So push in the earth as you pull the crown of the head. A little more warmth in the spine. And a full release. And we're warm. And let's get warmer, part 2. Breathing in to rise. Breathing out to fold. Right leg steps back to lunge. Left leg to down dog. So we're going to explore 3-legged dog. So our next in-breath is going to lift the right leg high, keeping our chest square to the earth here. And now bringing the right heel towards our left shoulder, to create warmth through our hip joint. So let's have fun, right? The right leg steps through, left heel anchors, and we open to warrior two. And we go further, extending the warrior by reaching forward, and you can stay here or hang out here, but the next breath brings us back to lunge, and we're gonna step into our fold. Everything releases, and we breathe in to rise. And we breathe out to release. And our next in-breath, left leg, big step behind, out breath, down dog. And we bring that energy. Breathe in, left leg up. So can you open a little further through that top leg while pushing deeper into the palms and feeling the strength of your arms. And that next in-breath steps us through. Heels make a straight line. Open with a purpose. Squeeze, reach. And the back edge of the back foot presses deeper into the ground for a little more power. Come back into the lunge, maintain the depth, and now step in and let everything go. In breath, rise. Out breath, fold. Right leg, step. All right, guys, so you know it. We bring that energy. Let's make it better. All right, sit bones up and back. In breath, right leg to the ceiling. So keep the chest here. Open further through the top leg. And we're not here long. Step through. Squeeze through the thighs and belly. Push the earth actively away for more strength in the legs. And now take this top shoulder and revolve it up and back. Feel the difference in space. Relax back into the lunge. You got it. And step into fold. And we're gonna do it all one more time. Breathe in, rise. And release. Left leg. Where can you take this? You versus you. Down dog. And the left leg lifts. Because what I look like is different what you look like. Because we're all different, guys. And the next breath adds the rotation through the top leg. Can you go just a little further? Step through. Push into the heels. Open through the arms. And let's reach through the fingertips. In breath. And can you go further? Can you reach a little farther? Rotate down. Feel the earth under the foot. And step in. And just use the next breath to reach a little higher, because we're gonna hold at the top and float the arms behind the body. Clasping our fingers together, pulling down to the heels to open through our shoulders and just accentuate our spine. And a big breath in, releases all the way to the top, and the out breath dives us back to our fold. All right, do you remember the flat back? Hands to shins, thighs or knees. One more breath here. Feel the length and strength, and let it go. And roll up vertebrae by vertebrae to the top. Awesome. So what we're headed into is our strength and stability. So we're gonna start with airplane. And the right leg is gonna step back, and the left ankle is under our left knee as we open our wings really wide here. So if this is enough, you can stay on the ground the entire time today, just focusing on hinging from the hip. But if you want a little more of a challenge, you can start to lift the back leg off and take flight with me. Power through the breath. And our next in-breath rotates our chest to the side wall, opening to our floating moon. And once again, maybe you're on the ground today, just focusing on pushing out of the fingers to create more space. But no matter where you are, we're gonna put this together. So breathe in and rotate back to your airplane, chest to the earth, and the out breath opens us to our moon, chest to the side. Inhale. And one more out breath. And we're gonna let it go. And we're gonna do it all on our other side. And it's not about perfection, guys. It's about progression. So step the left leg back, open through your heart, and then lean in as you push out of those back toes for more length in your spine. And if it's right, peel that back leg off the earth and square your hips to the floor as you steady your gaze. And let's go a little further. Our next breath brings us to our moon. Stacking our hips, stacking our shoulders, and then actively reaching through all 10 fingertips. And we're ready, right? So let's put it together. Breathe in, find your plane, chest to the floor. Out breath, open to the side, into your moon. And another big inhale. And another big exhale. And the back foot touches down. And we're gonna open into reverse warrior, also known as sun warrior. So the heels make a straight line, and the distance between the feet determines how hard it is. So if you want to make it easier, bring them closer together, or you can make it harder by further apart. One more breath, and let's straighten our legs, and let's open a triangle, reaching out. And level 1, we can hold on to our shin. Level 2, we can push our leg away, creating more space through our ribs. And no matter what option you're in, the top hand gently wraps behind our body. And you can bring it to your lower back or all the way into your thigh. But allowing each out breath to revolve our top shoulder just a little further. And we're gonna let it go. And we're gonna do it all on our other side. Starting with sun warrior, finding our ankle knee alignment, and then allowing this bottom arm to soften as we reach the top arm. And our next breath finds our way to triangle, lifting our hip, and then opening wide. And you can take your eyes down or up, whatever feels good for you. So I close my eyes. And no matter where you are, breathe that top arm behind your body. And just allow each out breath to rotate you a little further. Can you feel that arm? So good. And we're gonna let it go, team. And we're gonna find our way to eagle. So the right leg is gonna come over the left, and the right arm comes under. We're bringing the palms together, or back of the hands. And if you want a bigger challenge, the top leg can stay lifted, or you can even wrap it around the leg again. But no matter where you are, the next breath peels our arms away from our body, allowing the in-breath to lift through our fingertips, and using the out-breath to sink deeper into our legs. And we're gonna let it go, and we're gonna find our eagle on our other side. So our left leg comes on top, and our left arm comes underneath, settling into what feels right, and then just allowing our body to focus in on our breathing. And let's go further. Breathing in to lift, breathing out to sink. Can you go a little higher? Can you sink a little deeper? And let it go. And whatever's the easiest way for you to come down to the ground. Oh, I lied. We're going to stay up. We have one more balance. So we're going to bring the right heel to the right ankle. And we're going to start with tree. So you can hang out here the entire time, or you can bring it into your thigh, or anywhere in between. But we're gonna breathe our palms together, softening our shoulders, and just pushing deep into our roots. Beautiful. And the next breath opens our branches wide. And then as we breathe out, pushing deeper into the earth. Beautiful, guys. So here's our challenge. Take a deep breath in, and the right ankle is going to come over the left knee, and we're going to sink into our hips, finding our standing lotus. So if this is too much, ankle over ankle, but focusing on the hips, pushing back and down. And no matter where you are, we're breathing in and starting to dive forward as our arms float behind us. And then just allowing the out breath to dive us further. And let it go. And we're going to do it all on our other leg. So, starting with tree. Maybe we're here, or maybe we come up a little higher. Softening through our shoulders, opening through our collarbone. And just bringing attention to our breath and allowing the branches once again to rise. So the trunk, really solid in our tree. So brace the belly tight, and this is going to create a little more stability in our body. Hold here, feel the power of the breath, and allow the next in-breath to slide that left ankle over the right knee and push deeper into the floor. Can you sink just a little lower on the exhale? And the legs fire up, and we go further. Breathing in and diving forward as we reach as far behind as we can. Using the in-breath to fill and using our out-breath to deepen. And let it go. And we're going to reset into angel. So squeezing through our thighs, lifting our arms, and then lifting our heels. And it might be a micro lift, and that's okay. One more breath. And come on down. And we're going to find dancer today. So the right hand comes inside our right foot, and we're just going to start to tip forward as we push the top of our foot into our hand, creating more warmth and strength through our back. And let it go. And we're just going to repeat on our other leg. So feel the in-breath power and feel the out-breath take you further. And just explore how far you can go. And let it go. And find your way back to fold. Collapsing your chest into your thighs and just relaxing down. And now, whatever's the easiest way for you to get to the earth, come on down. So we're going to come into our swan or pigeon, and we're going to start on our right side. So the right leg comes forward, and the left hip is going to roll back and down onto the heel. And we're just going to walk the arms out, and you can hang here the entire time today. Or if you want a little more, you can extend your swan or pigeon and just collapse down through the chest. Beautiful, guys. And if you want to add a quad stretch, come on up with me. And our left hand is going to reach inside the left foot, rotating the chest, securing the back hip, and together, allowing the heel to come in towards the glute as we slide this front arm forward and allow every ounce of our body to completely let go. Then release. And we're just going to walk to our other side. And we're going to repeat. So the left leg comes forward. Settle your right hip down. And just find what feels right for your body in this moment. And maybe that's the quad stretch. So if so, come on up. Reach. Open. Here we go again. So where can you take it? Breathe in to fill. And breathe out to bring your heel closer. And soften your chest all the way down. And can you go just a little further? And let it go. And we're going to move into our frog. So bringing our knees really wide, turning our toes out, and the inside edge of the foot presses into the earth. And you can just hang out, creasing the belly tight, or if you want to move with your breath, use the in-breath to shift forward, squeezing the belly and thighs, and then use your out-breath to push back, pushing the knees wider. So the in-breath warms those target areas, and the out-breath allows us to deepen and increase mobility and flexibility through our hip joints. And we're just going to take one more breath, and then gently breathe the toes together and bring the knees together and roll up. And we're going to find our way back to swan on the right side. So breathe the right leg forward, settle the back hip, and you already know the options. So if you want to go for the extension, drop it. But I have one more option for you today. If you want to take it, we can allow this foot to slide into the elbow, and we can work our way in the seated mermaid by lifting off the front arm, binding the fingers together, and then pulling apart and let it go. And we're going to just do it on our other leg. So if you're trying seated mermaid, yoga is a journey. Seated mermaid is definitely a journey. So you got to find what is right for you. And that might mean you stay here and you don't connect the hands. And we just work on bringing this foot closer. Or maybe we just barely touch. Or maybe we get the full connection. Because yoga's always about progression. And let it go. And we're going to find our way to our seated twist. So bring in our right foot, either inside or outside of our left knee, but pushing both hips deep into the earth. So if you can't get them flat, we can extend the bottom leg out to make it happen. And we're just going to hug the opposite arm into our top thigh as we start to turn through our chest, through our head, and all the way down our back.
Hold on, we're almost there. Think I've crossed the line.
And just allowing each out breath to turn us a little further and take our eyes a little farther. And gently let it go. And we're just going to do it on our other leg. So find what feels right. And what's right on one side, guys, might not be what's right on the other, because our hips, they're sisters, they're not twins. Different experiences. Plant your hand, and we're just going to use this back hand, breathing in to rise and push. And the out breath, we rotate and look. Back again. So can you look just a little further? Can you twist a little deeper? And let it go. And let's find our seated lotus. So the right foot can come to the floor. That's going to be the easiest, or to the shin or knee. But we're once again settling into the sit bones as we lift our eyes to the sky. And we're going to take a And our right arm comes across the left knee. And we just start to feel that beautiful warmth through our thoracic spine as we rotate through our lower back and all the way into the middle of our back. And we're going to do it all on our other leg. Set left leg on top. Settle in. And we're gently just going to lift our eyes and our heart. And then as we breathe out, pushing both hips deeper into the ground. So feeling our in-breath, filling left, and the out-breath take us further. And if it feels right, our left arm comes across, and let's push away and open. And let it go. And we're going to bring our legs really wide. Pulling the sit bones from under the body and pulling the flesh away for connection here. Feels good, right? Breathe in, lift the arms, and our out breath brings us into a beautiful side bend. So you can just chill, or you can keep this an active stretch by using the in-breath to revolve your top shoulder and the out-breath to reach out of the fingers as you push your hips down. And we're just going to lift back to the center, and we're going to come into our other side and using that breath to go just a little deeper. And let it go. And we're going to come all the way to the earth, guys, and find some hamstring stretches. So bringing our back to the floor, and we're going to breathe the right leg up, and we're going to grab behind either our calf or our hamstring, just not our knee. From here, we're gently going to pull the knee towards our chest as we push our tailbone towards the floor. So just allowing our in-breath to pull in a little further and using the out-breath to release. Look at my reflection, girl, in the mirror. And that should feel really warm through the back of your leg. One more. And our next breath brings the left hand outside the right leg. And we're just going to come across the middle of the body into what we call an abductor stretch. And if you want a little more, push out of the heel as you secure the hips to the floor. And just feel the difference that makes. And gently let it go. And we're going to come back to the center and find that first stretch again. Softening our elbows, softening our shoulders, and just settling back into our breathing. Such a beautiful you. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And our next breath allows our leg to fall out into our hand. And now finding our adductor stretch for the inside of the leg. And see if you can go just a little further. Because they're small movements, but they're very deep stretches. And we're gently going to collapse this leg across the body, pushing our shoulders into the earth and finding our supine twist. One more breath, and breathe the knees to the middle. And we're just going to fall to the other side and kick that top leg out. And let's do everything on the other side, shall we? So let's come back to the center and start left leg up. Find where it feels good, and then allow your breath to just take you further. Because the stretch is everything. And then come across, settle in, and let's surrender to our abductor stretch. Feeling that beautiful warmth. And breathing out for a little more. And let's come back to the center and see if we can go further here. So as we pull in, can you push the hips further down? And that is everything. One more breath here. And let's fall out. And let's settle in. And can you go just a little bit further? Feel each in-breath and relax through each out-breath. And gently pull the knees above the hips, and we're gonna go right into our waterfall. So allowing the heels to push towards the sky, extending our legs long, and then bringing our palms up towards the ceiling. Feeling our back gently melts into the ground as we continue to push our feet up towards the sky. And this should just feel really warm and good, guys. And when you feel as if you've had enough of your waterfall, gently breathe your heels together and allow your knees to fall open into our butterfly pose. We can bring our hands to the opposite elbow and just collapse our arms over our head, softening through our eyelids, closing our eyes, and just bringing all of our attention and focus back inside of ourselves. Feeling each in-breath as it enters through our nostrils and fills through our chest, and surrendering to each out-breath as it leaves through our mouth and completely hollows through our stomach. And if it feels right, you can start to untangle your legs and let go of any control you have over your arms. Feeling the wind as it touches your skin, and just being aware of the clothes that lay comfortably on your body. Allowing each in-breath to provide healing, restore life, and using each out-breath to completely let go of any stress, any tension you might be holding on to. Continuing to use each in-breath to fill through our lungs, and using each out-breath to completely let go. So often, we are so busy running from place to place, we forget to take time to just breathe. So it is in this moment you give yourself the gift of doing absolutely nothing and just allowing that in-breath to naturally fill and lift, and your out-breath to completely surrender and collapse. And if it feels right for your practice, we can start to make each exhale an audible out-breath. So still breathing in through our nostrils, but then as we breathe out, making our breath very heavy and loud. Just using each out-breath to completely release all of that tension we hold deep inside of ourselves. And finally, we are going to bring some slow movement back into our bodies. So wiggling our fingers and our toes. Very soft, very kind. And making small circles with our ankles and our wrists. And then gently repeating in the opposite direction. And when it feels right, breathing our knees into our chest and making our way back to our seated position. And we are going to take one final breath in together. So taking a deep breath in, lifting our arms and bringing our palms together at the top. And then as we breathe out, gently lowering our hands to the center of our heart and coming back into our day. The light in me recognizes and honors the light in each and every one of you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy and your practice with me today. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming to class today, guys. Once again, my name is Crystal the Fitness Mermaid. If you're looking for more guidance on any of the poses that you saw in this release, definitely visit our YouTube library. There's a how-to video for every pose that we do, so it'll help you improve your practice, give you a little bit more understanding about proper alignment and muscular engagement, so that every time you get back, come back, you get better and you get fitter, and just creating healthier versions of ourselves. Once again, thank you so much for coming, and I hope you bring peace and stillness into the rest of your day.
What to do? Oh, how the time moves on. A day